Wildfires are no longer rare, and I am grateful that Emma Roddick has brought this to the Chamber. Their frequency and intensity are increasing, driven by climate change, human activity and land management. And the Highlands are especially vulnerable to due to extensive peatlands, open moorland and remoteness. Communities, living landscapes and emergency services are bearing the brunt. The environmental costs are staggering. Peatlands that should be locking in carbon instead go up in smoke, releasing vast amounts of greenhouse gases. One fire in the Flow country released 700,000 tonnes of CO2 in 6 days, doubling Scotland's emissions for that period. Fire strips hillsides bare, destroys habitats and undermines our climate targets. Healthy ecosystems are our greatest defence. Re-wetted peatlands and restored native woodlands are far more fire-resistant than degraded moorland dominated by heather. Healthy soils also hold more water, slowing the spread of flames. Where natural processes are restored, resilience increases. In North America, wetlands created by beavers have acted as natural fire breaks. We must be honest about land management. I don't have time. Muir burn is often claimed as a prevention tool, but evidence shows it's frequently the cause of wildfires getting out of control. We should not conflate muir burn with other fire management techniques like creating fire breaks or tactical burning during an emergency, which are very different in practice and risk. If we're serious about prevention, we must confront the reality that large-scale burning of moorland is adding to, not reducing, the danger. And this connects directly to climate change. As our summers become hotter and drier, the risks multiply. And that makes it urgent that the causes of every wildfire are properly investigated and publicly reported.
To have died down, but in many ways it's more disheartening that the wildfires we now see are almost certainly caused in situ, where those responsible, even if by accident, can see for themselves the landscape and the environment that their actions can destroy. I am proud we have some of the best and open access legislation in the world. In contrast to the hugely restrictive regime across the border, for example, we have a framework that allows people to enjoy our land freely and without unnecessary restrictions. But we also have to face the fact that a small minority of people exercising those rights are doing so irresponsibly and putting locals, their livelihoods and their environment at huge risk.
Increasing intensity and frequency of wildfires is expected given the climate change and related extreme weather events that we're seeing. I'm clear that effort is needed to tackle climate change if we want this world to remain habitable for our own species and to mitigate the impact of wildfires, flooding and other events on our infrastructure, our communities and our natural environment. The less that we do to limit our own impact on climate change, the more it is going to cost us in lives, livelihoods and financially. These are expensive events to tackle and to recover from. Overall efforts to decarbonise transport, housing, energy is not separate to what I'm about to speak to, nor is restoring biodiversity. But I will focus for the rest of my speech on the reality that regardless of what I hope becomes an escalation in efforts worldwide to address our impact on the climate, we need to get better